welcome back. We got a Monday motivational for you. Today we're going to be talking about the war within. The war within. Let's break that down a little bit. So when we talk about, or when we think about war, typically that's weapons, fighting an enemy, a foe, a rival, mass destruction, death, all these things. And I mean, that's pretty accurate, honestly. There's obviously some other wars. There's athletic wars, there's financial wars, and the war on drugs. That's one war we definitely got to talk about. But today we're talking about the war with ourselves, okay? So this war can either be conscious or it can be a subconscious war. If it's subconscious, it means you don't realize that the war is going on within you. And that is most of society today. We live in a very unconscious community these days, man. We have all kinds of propaganda that changes how we see things, and basically every facet of life is affected by this propaganda. It affects every decision you make in your life, and it's been like this for centuries now. And we have to start getting out of this, or we're not gonna survive. So what kind of wars you go within? And I'm gonna say war, that's the title. So I'm gonna ride with war, but really just you could call these decisions. You could call these habits. You can call them anything. So we're gonna go down this little list. We're gonna start pretty vague and just decisions. There's a decision. There's a constant war within you to make the proper decisions or the improper decisions based on your goals, what you want, everything. So one where you go at yourself every morning you wake up. You're supposed to be going to the gym. It's your New Year's resolution. Every morning you wake up like, am I really gonna go to the gym? That's a war within yourself, man. That's a decision that you make for yourself. Are you gonna make that decision consciously or unconsciously? Okay, let's get a little deeper though. A war with finance. That one's tough. This one's tough for a lot of people because you finally get some money and yeah, you paid your bills and you got $100 left. Man, am I gonna go spend it with the boys, or am I gonna put it away and save it for the next paycheck and let that build? That's a war with yourself. Are you willing to sit back and just look broke and just play the part? I'm not gonna go out with the boys because I don't have the money for it. Whatever. Are you really gonna do that, or are you gonna lose consciously and go spend that last 100 on drinks and pool? Then you get into war with your habits and your addictions and things you do on the day-to-day basis. Are you gonna hit the gym once a day like you want? Are you gonna meditate 30 minutes like you want? That's one I struggle with sometimes. Are you gonna read before you go to bed like you want? Are you gonna put in 2 hours of whatever? These are. And then what about addictions? Like everybody has addictions. Some are hard, some are soft. We'll get into addictions. But you have a decision to make every time you purchase that whatever you're addicted to, whether it's cell phone, soda, drugs, whatever that is. You have the decision, like, am I gonna make this or am I not gonna make this? But your addictions run that. But you can still consciously step back and say, this is not good for me, and that's part of the war. You know the truth, but are you gonna walk that? Are you gonna make the best decision? Are you gonna win that war? That battle? Because the war is the war of life. Okay, it's the big picture of life. Are you gonna end up at the top of your goal, whatever you fight for, whatever you're passionate about? Or are you gonna just be somewhere in the middle here, just coasting? That's a war right there. That's a big picture war, man. There's a lot of little wars that we have in our life that we just don't even see. We have war with emotions, man. And this is really where it starts getting subconscious, because emotions typically run our life, and that's part of the propaganda. The propaganda makes us think a certain way. Man, I got little lips and thin hips, and I don't look like Kim Kardashian, so I am sad, and it brings sadness to little girls, and You know, there's a lot of examples that I could go through right now, but it's just not important because you could see them. They're there. Whatever your life like revolves around, you could see this emotion is being affected somewhere. Whether it could be positively, man. I'm not saying it's all negative. It definitely goes back and forth. But your emotions typically run your life, and it's a war that really gets deep. The Art of War, again, it talks about knowing the enemy. I can't remember. I should have wrote it down. But every war is won before the first bullet is shot, the first whatever. It's already won mentally. You have to win the mental battle first. Can you mentally win the battle against yourself? Can you make the decision? Can you decide between living your egoic life and letting your higher self channel through and really just take control and live through that love and that just passionate life? Or are you gonna stay in the ego and keep being addicted to gambling and junk food and just continue down that wrong path that's keeping you in the negative emotions, and it's just holding you back and you're not accomplishing anything, and you want a hot wife and you can't because you look 200 pounds overweight? Not judging you, but you gotta win the war within first to even make the decision to go work out. It's deeper than just working out, because you can work out 3 days, but then you didn't win the war of the working out mentally. So every day you have to fight that wall. Am I really going to work out? And eventually you're not going to. You're not strong enough. It's just the way it is. You have to mentally win first. Mentally tell yourself that you're going to be a successful life coach. Mentally tell yourself that you're going to be president of the United States. Mentally tell yourself that you're going to sell 100,000 books or sell 200,000 albums. Whatever. But you got to do it mentally first. And not just, I'm going to do it. You have to really believe it at a subconscious level. And that's when you start transforming your life. Make the decision for yourself. Do it for your family. Do it for your country. Do it for whoever you got to do it for you. Make the choice. Whatever that choice is can be different for everybody. There's certain things you can't outsource. Certain things you can't go out and get advice for. And this is potentially one of them. You have to go within yourself, because every life, every journey is different. Get in tune with yours. Build a relationship with yourself. And let's win the wars. Because when you win the wars, that's when you can choose your life. That's when you can really make changes that you want to make. If you're tired of being the way you are, this is a good place to start. Win the mental war. Peace. Much love. Appreciate y'all, man. The YouTube channel's getting some love. It hits me deep, man. More content on the way. Check out YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Conscious Lamb. We're going to be having a revamped 7-day challenge coming out soon. I'm super excited about this, man. Like, I know I made 2 of them previously, but they were rough around the edges. Like, I'm pretty professional with it. Still tweaking the final little touches, man, but it's going to blow people away. New exciting content coming out. So hit the subscribe, like, comment, share. Much appreciated. Peace.